Hi everybody, my name is Leo A. Belt, Sr. of www.leosplace.us, and today I'd like to talk about a subject that affects not only the United States but all around the world. But I talk about the United States because I'm a United States citizen, and that subject is substance abuse. Substance abuse has become a major epidemic all over the United States. You have prescription drug addiction, you have illegal drug addiction like heroin, marijuana, speed, cocaine, crack cocaine, methamphetamines, the list goes on. And even in some of the southern states you have moonshine still being, oh yes, it's still being manufactured to this day. And the only acceptable drug in the United States, besides the prescription drugs that have become a major epidemic problem in the United States, sold illegally and all kinds of activities like that result in death and all kinds of things, is alcohol is the only acceptable drug because you can go to any bar, any grocery store and purchase it. But alcohol is a drug. And there are lots of people who are getting help with drug addiction and substance abuse. I'm one of them. I belong to a 12-step recovery group who's given me freedom from my addiction. I just have to do a few simple things each day. But there's so many people out there drinking and driving and not caring how many lives they put on the line besides their own. And so many people that mix alcohol and other drugs because they think they're getting a high, when what they're really doing is they're destroying themselves, and in some cases they're destroying other people. I had a friend of mine that just got out of prison this month who did 4.5 years because he got busted drinking and driving, and he knew it. These are major problems in the United States, and they need to be looked at. And there is help out there. There's so many 12-step groups out there. There's a 12-step group for any kind of addiction out there that you can imagine. People need to start using them. They don't cost any money. They're free, other than voluntary contributions. You can also go to a therapist's office and get help. There's help out there. People just need to want it more than they want the addiction. The addiction destroys people. It destroys more people. Even cigarettes is addictive. And I smoke myself, and I admit it's addictive. But I'm not talking so much about cigarettes, even though it's a major health problem. It causes lung cancer and a lot of other diseases. It's a horrible addiction. I'm talking about the addiction of the drugs that make people go out there and steal and kill people over money to get these drugs. And it's happening more and more every day. More and more. The problem's not getting any better in the United States. The war on drugs is a big help to get these people off the streets and to find the bigger sources. And occasionally, these agents that go out there on the war on drugs, they do catch, so to speak, what's called a big fish or a big drug dealer that controls a lot of traffic of a lot of drugs, comes across from Mexico and other places. Occasionally they do catch one of them and they lock them up. But it's not happening enough. The government needs to step up their efforts a little more. Not saying they're not trying, but they need to step up their efforts a little more and get more drugs off the streets. Start cracking down more on these gangs and other groups, other so-called families of organized crime that are pushing the stuff and getting the stuff out on the streets. This needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be dealt with today. The United States used to be a moral country based on morals and values. And a lot of that's changed because people have become so much into instant gratification. In other words, I want what I want when I want it. And the drugs is all tied in with it. So maybe take a look at yourself. I may be talking to one of you. I know I'm one of you. But I've chose to turn my life around and get back to a moral life, free of drugs and free of almost all of my addictions. At least the illegal ones and the ones that are legal I stay away from, because I like life being totally real. And that's the most beautiful thing you can find in recovery, is life is totally real. So if you're out there, if you're watching this, you may be thinking to yourself, oh, this guy is crazy. Well, maybe I am. but I found a good life in recovery, and you can too. And recovery is the answer to get free of the drugs. Thank you, and God bless America, and God bless you.